Hello everyone. Another review video before the exam in 2 weeks. This one's going to be on matter and then chemical and physical properties changes. I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible and kind of just go over main points. But as always, if you want me to go into more detail or do examples or anything, just let me know. I'm definitely up for doing that. So, start with states of matter. I'm sorry, my handwriting is so bad too, but okay. So states of matter. So first state of matter is solid, and that is when the particles are packed closely and they're rigid or rigidly bonded. There's little energy. It has actually the least amount of energy. Least amount of energy and temperature out of all states of matter. It has definite definite shape and volume. I mean, I think we all know this by now, learned this since 4th grade, so I'll try and be quick. Liquid is, the particles are close together, closely packed, but able to flow. It has, medium energy, medium temperature. And it has indefinite shape, but definite volume. So it assumes the shape of the container. Now, the amount of it's not going to change, but the shape can. And then we have gas, which is when particles are far apart from each other, and it's able to flow about freely. And it has the most energy, most kinetic energy, and the most temperature out of the 3. And then, it has indefinite shape and volume. You can just catch a bunch of air in a container. You never know how much you're going to get particles. And then, of course, there's plasma. You don't really need to know that. It's like lightning, high temperature, high energy. It's when electrons bounce off each other. Really big stuff. Okay, so that is the states of matter. Now we're going on to physical and chemical changes. So a physical change is only the conditions of the substance change, but not the substance itself. So the chemical formula is still the same. So Examples of this would be changes in states of matter, cutting, slicing, shredding, dissolving. You're just changing kind of how it looks. Then if you have chemical change, chemical change is the substance is altered so one or more substances with different characteristics are formed. So, a chemical reaction. So, like combustion, just exploding, heating, burning, cooking, baking, digestion, anything that's gonna change it, it's not like, a physical change would be ice melting. You've gone from solid form to liquid form. But a, chemical change would be burning paper. You started with solid paper and now you have acid. So, indicators of a chemical change would be, formation of a gas, color change. You don't want that to be your sole reason you're calling it a chemical change, but that is energy change. If you remember from 8th grade, all the different types of energy, going from light to sound to heat. Formation of a precipitate. A lot of these are, gas and precipitate sound like those chemical equations we were writing. So you can describe matter using physical properties and chemical properties. Physical properties are, are exhibited when matter does not undergo a change. Just like, a physical change, it's not changing substance. Physical property doesn't have anything to do with changing. It can be determined by observation. So, you look at something and you start describing it, that's going to be a physical property. So, and there's two types. You can have extensive physical properties. Extensive would be depend on the amount present. So, volume would be an example. Mass, this changes depending on how much you have. And then intensive is the opposite. That independent of amount. So, color, density, stuff like that. Okay, and then you have chemical properties. So, chemical properties are exhibited only when matter undergoes a change. Again, just like how chemical changes when the substance changes, chemical properties exhibited when it goes through that change. So like flammability or reactivity. Something you'd only see through a chemical change. So that's kind of that. If you remember, we did a lot of examples where you're like, classify this as a physical or a chemical change, or classify all this. I'm not going to do that in the video. I think it's fairly simple. I can if y'all want, but I think this is going to be the end of this video. Remember the review session, December 12th at 2 p.m. And that's it. Thank you so much.